We are good in investing and developing other people's land, but we are not good to become the leader, or rather the head, in that zoo called Nigeria. Make on here waiting Bauchi government or Bauchi government and the governor says concerning the Igbos. Bauchi state government woes Igbo investors, organizes Enugu roadshow. You may not understand what this means. It means now the Yorubas are saying Igbos must go from Lagos. So now they are calling you to come and also invest in their state. Not investing in their state. Come and help us develop our state. After developing it, they will then tell you to go the same way Yoruba is telling you to go. Igbos now have become a caricature in the politics of Nigeria. That is the way I understand it. I don't know about you. Yes, it is good to invest. This same Bauchi governor, he is the one who tell us that they are inviting Fûłāńiš to come and dwell in Nigeria, or rather to come and reside in Nigeria. When the question was thrown to him, these Fûłāńiš, where are they from? Which country? He said the identity they have is only they are Fûłāńiš. They don't have any other identity. Then you are inviting them to come and live in Nigeria, not to come and live, just to come and cause jihadis. Peter Obi doesn't need to be president, according to Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. We will come back to analyze all these things. What Southeast must do if it wants to become Nigeria president? Devil Mai. Expending energy on smear campaigns against Peter Obi, opposition leaders is disheartening. CUPP knocks APC. Anyway, let us read the news, please, and then we'll come back to discuss more. Because Nadia will still get the points. We need to analyze the news with it. So as you are watching, please kindly drop your opinion at the comment section of this video. Let's start from the Bauchi state government. Governor Bala of Bauchi stated that his administration had in last 6 years implemented a program of action that had improved the stock of critical infrastructure needed to leapfrog the economy of the state to a path of growth. Above all, investors can leverage on the abundant potentials of the state in agriculture, livestock production, the extractive industry, renewable energy source, and a large human capital base of over 10 million population, among others, to invest in the state with good returns on investment, the governor said. Governor Bala Mohammed spoke in Enugu on Wednesday while addressing a cross-section of Southeast business men and women and entrepreneurs during the unveiling of Bauchi State Economic and Investment Summit billed to hold on October 8 and 9 of 2025 in Bauchi State. The governor, who was represented by the secretary to Bauchi State government, Aminu Hamayo, said, "Admittedly, we have become part of globalization. Our high population growth and expanding middle class create conditions conducive to market attractiveness in terms of mass consumption and infrastructure development. In a world marked by ever-growing economic and social independence, the challenge is to develop genuine areas of shared prosperity. This involves forging new types of economic and socio-political relations based on the idea of mutual benefit between partners. In this type of relationship, some contribute their financial capability and their technology, while others offer unique opportunities to be seized and rare resources to be tapped in, all in a fair and equitable exchange, according to Bala Mohammed. According to him, the summit with the theme "Rebuilding a Resilient Economy, Optimizing Investment and Partnerships" aimed to bring together key stakeholders from across the domestic and foreign investment landscape, including government officials, industry leaders, and entrepreneurs and prospective investors. He explained that the summit will seek to achieve other valuable outcomes, including attract and onboard new local and international investments, showcase investment-ready opportunities through plenary sessions and exhibitions, promote the growth of SMEs through their exposure and facilitations to markets and business partnerships, and foster strategic and collaborations through the executive of memoranda of understanding and creation of joint venture platforms. Speaking earlier, the chairman of the occasion and former minister of power, Professor Chinedu Nebo, stated that organizing the business roadshow in Southeast demonstrated Mohammed's visionary leaderships, noting that any state that wants to witness a boost in trade and investment must think of Southeast, noted for trade and entrepreneurship. We see this as a bright moment that the governor recognizes the role of the Southeast and decided to come with this roadshow. It will be a success in October. Anybody who thinks that government alone can change the lot of Nigerians and grow the industry is making a mistake. It is the organized private sector, OPS, that will do that for the people. Bauchi is doing great by creating an enabling environment for commerce, industries, mines, and agriculture to thrive. Bauchi is a mineral-rich state, and this is an opportunity for people to visit and invest in that particular stage. Prof. Nebo stated, Professor Abeg. Moving forward, Peter Obi does not need to be Nigeria's president, according to Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Let us hear her reasons. Award-winning author Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie has explained her consistent support for presidential, hopefully Peter Obi, certain that it is a driven by his selfless leadership and genuine commitment to Nigeria's progress. Speaking on Channels television program Amazing Africans on Monday, Chimamanda said the former governor of Anambra State and the 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party doesn't need to be Nigeria's president. The reasons is what we are going to read. She described Obi as a rare politician not driven by ego or desperation for power. He, Peter Obi, doesn't need to be president. He wants to be because he cares about Nigeria. But he doesn't need to be, and that is a very important distinction, she said. There are people who are desperate to become president not because they have any good intentions for the country, but because of their egos and the quest for more riches. The celebrated novelist said her unwavering support for Obi comes from her belief that Nigeria can achieve more with the right leadership. My support is rooted in my love for the country and the belief that with the right leader we can be better than we are today, she stated. Peter Obi is accountable to the people. Chimamanda highlighted Obi's humility and values as qualities that distinguish him from other politicians. Peter Obi is not a person who expects you to thank him for doing his job as a leader, because to him it is his job, she said. There is a sense, I think, in Peter Obi that he is accountable to the people. He doesn't think that somehow he will lord it over people. Reflecting on their long-standing relationship, Adichie described the Labour Party's leader as one of the simplest men I have ever known. The person I knew 15 years ago is still the same person in terms of his values. He is genuine, consistent, and curious, qualities that I believe are essential in a leader, she added. When asked about Obi's political future, Adichie said she preferred not to speculate. I don't want to talk in specifics about how I feel, or rather how I will feel if he is not the presidential candidate. I don't want to think about that yet because we don't know what will happen the next, she said. Nigeria News report that Chimamanda was a prominent supporter of Obi during the Nigeria 2023 presidential selection. Her endorsement, which included social media posts, a birthday tribute, and an official video, gained wide attention. In 2022 birthday message, she referred to Obi as my big bro and expressed confidence in his vision for the country. Following the election, in which Obi came third behind President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of All Poverty Congress and APC, Chimamanda wrote an open letter to the U.S. President Joe Biden criticizing the credibility of the polls and warning against recognizing what she described as a deeply flawed process. Her presence at the Presidential Election Tribunal in Abuja further underscored her support for Peter Obi. Nigeria News report that Obi has since declared his intention to contest again in 2027 presidential selection, with supporters like Adichie reaffirming their belief in his leadership qualities. What Igbos must do if they want to become a president in the future. You started the hatred, this idiot called Dave Umahi. You started the hatred. You, because of they promise you presidency, you remove Ebonyi State, say they are not part of Biafra. They belong to the north. Now you came online now ranting, now thunder go fire all your entire generation. Yeah? And I'm sorry to use that word, but now thunder go fire you. Ugu, now go fire you. The Minister of Works, David Umahi, has stated that the Southeast must avoid politics of hatred and sentiments if it wants to become president in the future. He insisted that the region must throw its full support behind Bola Ahmed Tinubu's election in bid in 2027 as a crucial step towards realizing an Igbo presidency. Thunder, 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 fire that to your mouth there. Speaking via a statement issued on Monday in Abuja, Umahi dismissed the notion of an Igbo presidency in 2027 as unrealistic, warning against what he called darkening counsel without knowledge, aimed at misleading the people. He said we must not be deceived again. Mr. President must have the votes of Southeast up to 90% to cement his relationship. Enough of darkening counsel without knowledge in the Southeast. We must rise to educate our people. The former governor emphasized that Tinubu has shown unwavering love and fairness to the Southeast and deserve the region's overwhelming support. If we want to be president, we must avoid the politics of hate, misinformation, and sentiment, which that is what you practiced. All of you turned against Peter Obi, hated him because he is an Igbo man, he is your brother, and now you are here to pray to us. We must support other regions, and with God, one day the other regions will support us. Look at waiting this idiot they talk. We must support other regions. Since 1999, the Igbos have been giving all the whole presidential candidates 90%, in fact 100% of their votes. But what did they get in return? Because you want us to support Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that is now you come out now to make all these unguided statements. I swear. How I wish that now this mouth can turn to be a gun. One day you are a gunner. Mr. President must be supported to complete his tenure of 8 years, which all regions are benefiting from. One day we will be number one, but not in 2027, he stated. Okay. Umahi also commended the Southeast governors for their leadership and all the people to rally behind them as well. I want our people to please support them along with our dear president for their second tenure in their respective offices. How many years in office? Nothing the Southeast can account that Dave stupid Umahi have accomplished as the Minister of Works. But every day they keep on hearing billions and trillions of naira being spent on roads, going to Sokoto, going to Meduguri, going to Niger itself. Expanding energy on smear campaigns against P2B opposition leaders is disheartening, CUPP knocks APC. The Conference of United Political Parties, CUPP, has stated that it is disheartening that all Progressive Congress, APC, chooses to spend energy on smear campaign against opposition leaders rather than addressing the pressing challenges facing Nigerians. Okute News reports that National Secretary of the CUPP, Peter Ame, said this in response to a statement by the National Publicity Secretary of APC, Felix Moka, in Abuja on Monday. In a statement on Monday, the APC described African Democratic Congress (ADC) leaders like former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, P2B, former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai, and Rotimi Amechi as Nigerians most confused. He stated that they have all greedy and insatiable appetites, adding that they are clueless, ruthless, and pitiful gang of opposition elements. The ruling party opposed politicians seeking to overturn the presidential rotation principle between the North and South. However, Ame, who is also a chieftain of the Labour Party, in a statement said the smear campaign targeting P2B was part of a desperate attempt by the APC to divert attention from its gross incompetence in the governance. The statement reads, the recent statement by APC National Publicity Secretary Felix Moka alleging that His Excellency P2B has nothing to offer to Nigerians and accusing him of hypocrisy is a gross misrepresentation of facts and a desperate attempt to discredit a proven leader. Contrary to this unfounded claim, P2B's record as a public servant and his position remains steadfast, clear, and focused on uplifting Nigerians from multi-dimensional poverty. P2B has consistently advocated for reducing government waste, enhancing transparency, and implementing reforms with safeguards to protect vulnerable citizens. His statement on fuel subsidy removal, for instance, has always emphasized the need for strategic measures to mitigate its implication or rather impact on Nigerians, unlike the abrupt and poorly managed approach of the current administration, which have deepened poverty and hardship. It is disheartening that the APC, rather than addressing the present challenges facing Nigerians, chooses to expend their energy on smear campaign against opposition leaders. Nigerians are grappling with unprecedented economic difficulties, yet the ruling party has little to show for its 2 years in office. Instead of showcasing tangible achievements to improve living conditions, the APC resort to baseless attacks to deflect attention from its failures. P2B remains committed to a vision of a prosperous Nigeria built on accountability, inclusive growth, and people-centered policies. We urge Nigerians to discard the APC distraction and focus on the urgent need for leadership that prioritizes the welfare of its citizens. So my people, now here we go take a break. I don't think we need more explanations. What we have read here have already explained the whole details of what you need to know. So let me not waste much of your time as we prepare another Obonga news for my people. So have a nice day, and may the good Lord continue to bless us as you like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And as you also share this message, may God Almighty continue to empower you to do more. Have a nice day, my wonderful people. Ke Mesianu.